Ah, the water region. I mean the Hoenn region. Pokemon's third generation, which has 15 routes made up of entirely water. Land has one more at 16. That being said, it isn't entirely smart to use fire types in this region. So, I now ask the absolute crazy question of, can I beat the various gym leaders and the Pokemon League in Pokemon Emerald using only one Arcanine? However, I'm going to be starting as a Growlithe. That way I can, make it a little more difficult with lower stats, as well as giving me the opportunity to learn some more attacks. Here are the rules I followed for the challenge. And anyway, let me tell you a tale. Our journey started in Little Root Town in the back of a moving truck. I said hello to our neighbor May by attempting to steal a Pokemon on her floor, then proceeded to save Professor Birch from a Zigzagoon attack. I named our Growlithe Ra after the Egyptian god of fire and traveled towards Oldale Town. Just north of Oldale, however, I faced off against May. Her Mudkip went down fairly easily, only getting hit by Bite twice. I then traveled and faced off against the Rustboro City gym leader, Roxanne. This match went poorly. I knew I had come in under-leveled for this gym with a singular fire type, but I'd completely misunderstood just how weak Bite was at this point. So, Rock Tomb absolutely destroyed us and made us incredibly slow. We made it to Nose Pass, but we were taken out. I tried again at level 16, and the match went better. However, we did almost no damage to Nose Pass. So, we lost again after a couple attacks. Once more at level 20, and this time, victory was in sight, as we one-shot both Geodudes and got Nose Pass very low in health. However, we were just a tad bit too frail to win. So I came back one more time at level 22, and this match was close. The Geodudes were still a one-shot, but Nose Pass was on life support for most of that fight, relying on its Oran Berry and 2 potions before finally going down, winning us the fight, earning us the Stone Badge. On my way to Dewford Town, I faced off against May in an optional rival battle. Her Torkoal and Mudkip were no match for us, going down in just 2 attacks each. I then faced off against the Dewford Town gym leader, Brawley. This match went downhill quickly. We took out his first 2 members without much issue. However, his Meditite used Light Screen, dooming us once Makuhita came out. We got stomped in 2 Vital Throws, so I decided to level up to 25 and tried again. Machop and Meditite went down in just 2 attacks, but Makuhita was still bulky. After he set up a few bulk ups, we went down to a critical Vital Throw. Tried again, and this time, Machop went down to 1 critical. Meditite set up a Reflect before going down, and Makuhita did the same thing as last time, which was set up 2 bulk ups, then took out half of our health with a singular Vital Throw. Reflect also wore off, and I tried Takedown to see how much damage we would do, but it didn't matter as we got a critical, taking him out, which won us the Knuckle Badge. On our way to Mauville City, we ran into May again for yet another battle, and this was a close one. Lombre and Slugma, I'm not saying it, went down in 2 attacks each, but Marshtomp took us down to 4 HP from a singular Mud Shot before going down on a follow-up. Damn, Marshtomp is dangerous. Outside the gym, we ran into Wally, who wanted to prove to his uncle that he could be a good trainer and challenged me to a fight. Alright, it's your funeral. What's in time? This fight started off easy. Voltorb, Electrite, and Magneton went down without many problems, but Manectric was a beast at the time. We went down easily. We weren't ready for this fight just yet. I leveled up to 31, learned Flame Wheel, and tried again. The first attempt at this level had Voltorb waste a potion, Electrite going down in 1 attack but Static activated, wasting her Cherry Berry. I wanted to save that for later. Magneton went down in one Flame Wheel, luckily, so we couldn't get off a Thunder Wave, but we got unlucky due to paralysis against Manectric. On our second attempt, it was close. We crit Manectric, he paralyzed us, we hit another Flame Wheel, but he just barely hung on with just a sliver of health. Healed with a Citrus Berry, and hit us with Shockwave, which put us in the red. We hit Flame Wheel, which took him out, winning us the fight, and earning us the Dynamo Badge. Our next destination was in Lava Ridge Town, where I faced off against Flannery. Her Numble went down in 2 bites, getting a magnitude 9 in the process. Slugma, not saying it, went down only after getting off a Sunny Day. Camerupt was annoying as she hit us with Attract, however, we did manage to take her out, but we were left in the low orange for Torkoal, who took us out with a singular Overheat. I attempted to fight a few more times before realizing I wasn't at a high enough level just yet, so I go out and train until I reach level 42 and try again. This fight was close. Number went down to 2 bites, but not before getting off a magnitude 7, which dealt a little damage, and next was Slugma. I'm not saying it. Who went down in 1 bite. Camerupt tanked the bite, got off a Sunny Day, and went down to the follow-up. Last was Torkoal. We were sitting pretty, but Torkoal's body slam hurt. It looked like victory was in our grasp, but she healed. Then we got Torkoal low again. She healed yet again. I thought it was over, but we traded blows once more, getting lucky, taking Torkoal out with only 13 HP remaining. Now that we had 4 gym badges with the latest Heat badge, it was time for some parental abuse. Our father Norman, the normal type specialist. This fight was difficult. He started off with Spinda, who hit us with a Teeter Dance after barely surviving a Flame Wheel, then healed. We hit Flame Wheel again, broke through to Confusion, and knocked it out. We used Takedown on Vigoroth twice to take it out, and he used Slash in the process. Linoon hit a hard slash and went down in a normal and a critical slash. Slacking then took us out with Facade. 5 attempts with the same result later, this happened. Slacking eats a Flame Wheel, most of our health goes down to 1 Facade, but on the follow-up I hit a critical Flame Wheel, knocking him out, giving us the Balance Badge. Fuck you, Dad. Fuck you. Without looking back, I traveled to Fortree City, but along the way I ran into May, who wanted to battle. This fight was a walk in the park. Her Lombre hit us with Fake Out and Swift, before going down to 2 Flame Wheels. Slugma balls! Went down to 1 takedown, and Marshtomp got off a Mud Shot before going down to 2 takedowns, winning us the fight. I then reached level 49 and learned the final level up move in Flamethrower, and evolved Raw into Arcanine, now fulfilling the challenge title. We also learned Extreme Speed through Evolution. Then we took on Winona. In this fight, I was a little worried about. Altaria will spam Dragon Dance and Earthquake. Anyway, she started with Swablu, who went down to a singular Flamethrower. Next was Pelipper, who used Protect twice before we hit Bite. Then she used Supersonic before going down to yet another Bite. Altaria was third, we hit ourselves with Confusion, and she started setting up. We then didn't get hit by Confusion again, so 2 Extreme Speeds took out the Altaria, and we've basically won the fight at this point. Skarmory and Tropius went down to 1 Flamethrower each, getting us the Feather Badge. Oh boy! The gym battle I have been dreading all run. It's Tate and Liza. And let me tell you, we are not ready. Just look at how this fight went. Also, we had to bring in a Magikarp just so we could even face off against the gym leaders. Anyway, this fight was abysmal. Raw nearly took out Xatu with a bite, making it flinch. Claydol used Earthquake. We used Extreme Speed on Claydol. Claydol then used Earthquake again, leaving us in the low red. We took it out, and Lunatone came in as a formality as Xatu used Psychic to take us out. It's time to hit the grind once more. At level 65, I get this run. And my post-commentary won't do it justice, so enjoy this live commentary. Also, M. Huggins5 was with me at this time.
Prepare for Raw. Make it double.
This Claydol's gotta go first. It knows Earthquake. Bruh! Oh, that is gonna be a fucking problem. Please be a damage range, and that was a low roll. Go for the high roll. It's calm minding. This is a problem. Yes! It was a range! Fuck you! This is still a problem. I forgot the heal going into this. Uh-oh. I might still be fine. Thanks, Lunatone. I'm fine with you doing that. Goodbye, Xatu. How many fucking hyper potions do you fuckers have? This is fine. Just keep setting up and do nothing else. That was the wrong Pokemon. But it worked! Get rid of Xatu. This is the last Pokemon. It just boosted my flamethrower. Let's go! Ah! 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 I'm so happy to be out of this fucking gym. Yeah. We just barely won the mine badge. On my way to Sootopolis, doing story beat stuff, I ended up getting soft locked. Here's the clip. Did I soft lock myself?
That's fucked up.
I think I soft locked myself.
You're fucking stuck in a cave underwater, you fucking idiot. Oh, fuck.
One badge remained, and it was our most difficult challenge of them all. Juan and his water types. I expected to be stuck here, but surprisingly, it was only one attempt! I'll take it. Love Disc went down to one flamethrower. COEO got off a water pulse before going down to two flamethrowers. Third was Wizcash, who went down to 2 bites, flinching in the process, and fourth was Crawdon, who barely survived an extreme speed, used Taunt, healed after another extreme speed, so I switched plans a bit. I used Bite, and then extreme speed to knock it out, and last was Kingdra. Survived extreme speed, used Double Team, and Rest. I missed a bunch, getting bites off here and there. He rested again, and eventually we knocked him out, allowing us to get the rain badge. One challenge remained: the Pokemon League. However, Wally decided he wanted to box with God, so we allowed him the attempt. Altaria went down to 2 extreme speeds, getting off the Dragon Breath. Delcatty went down to 1 Flamethrower. Magneton went down to 1 Flamethrower as well. Roselia was 4th, and also went down to a singular Flamethrower, leaving Gardevoir for last, who barely survived a bite. Flinched, then healed. This went on for 3 more rounds before I knocked it out, getting us the win. See ya, loser. Now at level 69, nice. I attempted to take on the Elite Four to see just how well we can do, and it went fairly well. Sydney caused a few problems as he immediately got off a sand attack against us, making this fight more difficult than it needed to be. He used a bunch of sword stances and double teams. We missed a lot, but eventually we won the fight. Phoebe was more or less a walk in the park. We used up a lot of power points because of her pressure ability. We won without any issues though. Then came Glacia, and I'd forgot to heal. So I started with around 3/4 of my health remaining. Celia went down with 2 Flamethrowers, getting off a hail. Walrein was next, and this was my biggest problem. I mean, just listen to my reaction to this.
Does the name Pokemon
no! Oh! Holy shit! Holy fuck!
Oh.
I have to one... Dude, I have to one-shot. I've lost. Yeah. We lost. So, I went back to grinding, and I did some calculations with the Showdown calculator. Wallace is going to be a major problem. I will not even be able to beat his Wailord until I reach level 100, and even then, I will still have problems. So it's time I reach level 100, despite making the Elite Four irrelevant at this point. While leveling in Victory Road and the Elite Four, I got to Drake and I finished Glacia. So these are how those fights went, as you can see going on right now as I've been doing this whole explanation. Yeah, they were close. Anyway, Wallace time at level 100, and it was actually fairly simple. The damage calculator kinda lied to me. Mostly because he sent out his Pokemon in a weird order. Wailord went down to 1 return, next was Ludicolo, who went down to a singular Flamethrower. Third was Tentacruel. This one is a problem if he gets off Toxic. But we one-shot with Return. Fourth was Whiscash, who also got one-shot by Return. Gyarados was 5th, and our attack drops to Intimidate. We don't one-shot with Return, but he goes for Dragon Dance, allowing us to take him out on the follow-up. And last was Milotic. We hit Return to deal 3/4 of his health and damage. Then he hits Toxic, which I would have been worried about if it wasn't his last Pokemon at this stage in the battle. He heals with his berry, getting out of full restore range, so we hit him with Return one more time, getting us the win and putting us in the Hall of Fame. So that was the run! This challenge was much harder than I anticipated in most areas. That's only because we were a Growlithe at the time. Once we evolved, it was smooth sailing for the rest of the run. The Elite Four was about as difficult as I thought they'd be, and honestly, I thought Wallace just might have been impossible. Luckily, he wasn't. The next challenge I'll be attempting should be interesting. It's Pokemon Black with single Durant. And I've already started doing that run. It's coming out alright. I'm just past the Strident City Gym now, and it's been smooth, like no problems at all. I might just breeze through the beginning part of the game, to be honest, and that's to be expected considering Durant's stats. But anyway, It's enough wasting time. Let's get this edited and posted for you. And the next video, hopefully, shouldn't be too long. And last thing before I go, I'm serious. I actually got to upload multiple videos in 1 month. That was fun. I'll fix this upload schedule someday, I promise. Anyway, till next time, goodbye.